Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen today, and February holds National Sticky Bun Day. So I'm going to show you how to make kind of the equivalent and much easier sticky bun. And when I was growing up, we always called it monkey bread. And I'm using Ree Drummond's recipe for the monkey bread or sticky buns. And I'm not using nuts today, so what you want to first do is a cup of granulated sugar, and you want to mix it with 3 teaspoons of a good quality cinnamon. And you can use less cinnamon if you want. I did use the 3 teaspoons because I love the cinnamon flavor with it. So I've mixed that in a bowl, and I've got a bigger bowl. You can do this with a gallon Ziploc bag. But I'm gonna use a bowl. So I've got my smaller bowl of cinnamon mixture, and I sprinkled a little bit of that on the bottom of my big bowl. And so the next thing I've done is you're gonna use 3 containers of buttermilk biscuits. It's the non-flaky kind. So I'm gonna start by quartering all those, and I've done most of them. I saved a few so you could see what I'm doing. Just little quarters, 3 cans of biscuits, non-flaky. I'm quartering them, I'm putting them into my bowl, and then I'm going to take, my bowl is full of little biscuit quarters, and then I'm gonna take my cinnamon sugar and I'm gonna pour it over the top. I'm gonna start with just a little bit and start tossing it to coat them. I'm gonna coat each of these little biscuits and get them ready. And what I'm gonna dump them into, once I get them nice and coated, if I don't make a big mess here, I'm going to put them into, I've got a cookie sheet with my Silpat on top, and I've got my bundt pan. And I'm gonna put them down into that, and we'll get ready for the next step of this. Once I coat these all really good with this sugar. And this is a great thing to do for brunch. My crew is coming over here in a little bit, about 1 o'clock, and we're gonna have a nice brunch. I've got them stirred. And now with these little donuts, cinnamon sugar donut-like things, I'm gonna put them into my pan. And I've got a non-stick pan, but I think I'm gonna spray it a little bit with my olive oil spray so that they don't stick, and then I'm gonna put the biscuits in there. So I have melted 2 sticks of butter, so 1 cup of butter and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. It can be light or dark. You're gonna melt it over the stove, and you're gonna cook it on medium-low heat at least until the mixture is one color, the brown. In other words, the butter's completely mixed in, the sugar's cooked enough that it stays mixed. So I've put the biscuits, you saw me put the biscuits in my bundt pan with the cinnamon sugar. You're gonna have cinnamon sugar left over, just set it aside. You don't use it, you just coat the biscuits. So then you're gonna take your brown sugar mixture that you've made sure is mixed good, and you're gonna pour it over those biscuits, and it's gonna most likely completely cover it. Again, you can use nuts, about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of nuts, depending on how many you want. I chose not to use nuts today. And you're gonna bake this at 350. Those biscuits are floating in the butter and brown sugar. And I'm gonna do it on a cookie sheet because I don't want this bubbling over into my oven. And you're gonna cook it for about 35 to 40 minutes at 350, and then we'll bring them out and we'll taste them. And what you do is you dump them out. I dump them out into a nice, you'll see a nice tray so that it looks pretty. And because I'm doing it in the bundt pan, it'll have that open in the middle. So you can even choose to put fresh fruit in the middle of that. So I'm gonna pop these into the oven. Okay. I've taken out my sticky buns. You can see what they look like. And I'm going to work on getting them turned upside down in this pot. Okay. So here we go. Without burning myself on hot, sticky sugar. And that went so-so. You can see it's not all that easy. So I've dumped it out. I'm gonna grab a fork in here. I'm gonna spread them around. We may have to wait just a little bit for them to cool, but it's got lots of nice gooey on there. Let's see if I can handle tasting one. Usually you need to let them wait about 15 minutes or so to cool. So here we go. That is so yummy. It's just like the caramel on a good sticky bun. So try this. It's easy, especially for a company where you're gonna have brunch or morning breakfast. And it's hard to get everything ready in time. This is a simple thing to fix. Okay, thanks for joining us.